to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brother.
Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Arizona Cardinals. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Hey, what's the ball? What's the ball? Mike, check.
First down, Murray. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Mike's 59. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Murray now on first down. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Now Murray. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Kill. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Shift. Check 99. Check 99.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have, because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. Spike 56. 3 buck. Check.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
56. Get him. Go. 56.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. It's a party now. It's a party. Mike, check.
Murray now on 1st down. That's caught by Howard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had to receive
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 46.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check the backer.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Nowhere.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm coming. Hey, Sam off. Check 26.
Second and 9 now. So left side, it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Strip that ball.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. One will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy, because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? Now a loose football. The ball comes out and picked up by the Chargers, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Result of the play, 1st down and 10.
Ready. 10 Lobo. Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go. Check safety. Go out. Sponge. No. Check up. Get it.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
22, Mike 22. Watch the run. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Check.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
At the Chargers' 16-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They'll run with Sanders, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Look at me, zipper.
56. Mike's 56. Hey, let's get this.
Ready?
2nd and 3. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
Please.
Check 43.
Go.
This is a counter play. Eckler, and not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Now back to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chandler Jones, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
59 Mike. Check, 59. Crunch time.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray, rush coming, and he's taken down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. The dive unsuccessful. The big fella can't pick it up.
On the ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
First down, Chargers.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. He had a little bit of a turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Kill, kill, kill. Yeah, Jerry.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's go, D. Mike 5'9", We own them. We own them. 59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59. Time to go, night.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Murray, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Woo-hoo. Mike, check.
Here's Murray. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Ready. I got you, boy.
On 1st down, Sanders. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. I don't think you got it, son. Mike's 22.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space.
Check 13. Check 13.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Got it.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Come on, QB, come on.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going, and they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 29. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory. Right back out there doing the things that he does best and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And he finds Howard complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 12-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Okay, double up. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Pass him. Good, Ronnie. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. I got it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Here we go. 15 on it. Watch the run.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Mike's 59. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. You're trash. Mike, check.
Throwing now is Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
56. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go.
It's Eckler again. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Draw play, it's Eckler. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Rip right. Watch the action.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Chargers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now Sanders. And some strong running. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Murray now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check hot route. Hot. Bravo. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. We ain't giving up nothing today. Mike 22. Don't get nervous. Mike 22, he's coming.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Danny. Go. Banjo. Delta. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59. He's scared. Mike's 59.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. This one caught by Isabella. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Win championships, baby. Go. I got it. Mike, check. 59. Hey, watch the slant.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray eluding the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check, and they're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Mike's 22. 22, Mike 22. Let him know, let him know.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. That's complete to Butler. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, a 22. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
You got it. You got it.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Under 10. Under 10.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Here we go. 30 base. 1, 2, 3.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
Ready? 60 outlaw. 56.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Ready.
56, Mike, 56. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Big dribble. Big dribble.
They'll set up to throw. Open man, it's Allen. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 42.
Mike, 56 right there, right there.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Set, 8, read.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
2nd and 11. On the screen, this is Eckler. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Come on, boy. Hey, Haywood. Hey, Jack. Shoot.
He'll look to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for